UC Santa Barbara, head coach Tim Baumsteig. To his right, Nemo Phillip. To his left, goalkeeper Leroy Zeller. And to the far left, Lucas Gonzalez, after a 2-1 double overtime victory in the 2022 Big West Men's Soccer Championship semifinal. First, Coach, just an opening statement about tonight's match, please.
Sure. So we've had our challenges all year in terms of players and personnel, and so tonight I thought that we could get after them in the first half. We threw a lot at them in the first half. We got the goal in the first half, and I thought we had another 2 really good opportunities. But we went in 1-0, and I knew that we'd have a little issue in the second half with players, with bodies. These are obviously very emotional games. They're games where there's a lot of work rate, a lot of running happens on this field. Anytime you play a game in which you lose, their season's over. You're going to get the ultimate effort from both teams. So look, I'm pleased we won. We get a chance to go back down and, more importantly, rest for a couple days and see if we can do something different at Riverside, a place that we never done well. So I'm very pleased with that. The players tonight, gave me everything they had. Just so you know, Alexis has not played a full game since he got hurt back in Stanford, or first game of the league. So that's 9 games ago. Nemo was out. He had a groin, so he limited time, and then he was out for several games. So their fitness is never going to be the same as if you're playing game in, game out. So normally we wouldn't ask them to go 90, and they gave me everything they had, and at some point we had to go make a change. Leroy obviously has been consistent all year, deserving of all the accolades he's been getting. So again, I think Irvine's a good team. It reminds me a lot last year of when we had to face Davis and then turn around and have to play Irvine in the final. So in my opinion, the 2 teams we're playing right now are the best 2 teams in the conference. We just happen to get Irvine tonight. Either way, we'd have to play them at some point.
All right. Well, Leroy, you feel like they kept you busy tonight, or is that like just another day at the office for you?
Like you said, I had 6 saves. So I was busy night again, but it's kind of what I've been doing in the season, and that's my job, to keep the ball out the net, and I've always trying my best, trying to help the team as much as I can, and that's what I will try moving forward now in the final.
Now, I mean, like you say, it's a team game, everything, but like last game, this is the first time that you really got scored on. You picked the ball out of the net a lot more than you're used to. Did that make you mad for tonight, or were you was that just one of those things that happened in that game?
I kind of took it more as motivation to do better this game, and those are always games that can happen. You can always get goals, but what is important, how you react, how you respond to that, and how you keep pushing, and that you take that energy from that game into this game and also moving forward and just try to do a better job, like I said earlier.
Now, I understand he had you guys out at some 6 a.m. practices. How'd you like that?
Love it.
Good change of pace, in my opinion.
Well, this will be recorded,
Hey, as long as I give them 24-hour notice, which we did.
Yep.
The 6 a.m.s, I said it earlier, this is probably the first team in a couple years that we hadn't had to go to the 6 a.m. this late in the year. Usually you have a blow-up game and the 6 a.m.s happen earlier. It was you get into a routine. We hadn't lost a game in 9 games, and we were not focused down at Riverside, and so I thought it was a good time. But at the same time, it didn't. We had the idea is that you go all week at 6 a.m. But when you're staring at 15 players, you kind of have to let them sleep a little bit.
Do 1 or 2 or something?
We did 2. We did Monday, Tuesday, gave them Wednesday off, and then Thursday. They don't know this, but I got a lot of complaints because my son had econ final midterm, so I got yelled at the house. So I came up with a convenient excuse that I needed to get the game plan ready after Wednesday night, after we found out who we were playing.
Well,
That's the inside story right there.
yeah, there you go.
That's on film.
You got examined, and that Caden.
That was Caden, and actually Caden and Jared had the test.
Yeah, are they still living at home with you? Or this
No, thank
in
you.
and out. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, my wife doesn't see him at all, I guess. So she's
Yeah.
they're an
right.
IV
But not happy about
With the
that.
boys.
with the boys.
Yeah, but well, interesting. So that's great. Now tell me about how that goal developed. The second goal.
So we actually just watched the replay not too long ago because I kind of blacked out a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. I believe that the
We mean blacked
play,
out.
It was just one of those things where I can't remember too much. I know the play started from the left side, kind of built our way to the right. I believe Alexis went to go cross the ball in. It got blocked. He played it out to Caden. And when Caden got it, a lot of the time in training, we work on the early ball. And I just tried to get myself to the front post. I saw that the ball was coming to my direction. I just tried to get a little flick. And thankfully, I believe it took another deflection.
Yeah, I think
before
he went off
going
one
in.
of their guys.
Yeah, but as soon as I saw it go off the second guy.
Well, it's a dangerous ball in, and either you get that out or you never know what's going to happen.
For sure.
Right? And that's what happened.
It was a great ball by Caden, for sure.
So you mentioned going back to Riverside. Obviously, the last trip was not great. What things are you planning to change in this short amount of time?
That's a great question. Nemo, what are we going to do different?
I think, I don't know, maybe another 6 a.m. practice. No, I think we have to be ready.
He's got this on tape,
I think we have to be ready. We were not really ready when we played them last week, but I think it's a perfect matchup for us to go back down there and show what we got, what team we have, and yeah, that's what I would say.
Now, I'm forgetting who it was that was stripped. I think it was 17. That's your Ledoux.
It is.
Okay. Now, I know what his opinion was. You had a good view. You're back there behind the goal. You're watching it all.
Yep.
What happened there? How'd they not call that?
I don't know. Sometimes
You're going to be politic.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes these are decisions that are not in your hands. So
Yeah.
you kind of have to accept it.
Yeah, did that make you guys? I mean, like, did that? Because you guys were really dragging. That's the only play you had in the whole second half that was a chance to score. Did that change anything in your attitude? Like, so you make you mad or make you, fire up a little bit? Or
I believe it was just more fuel to the fire, wasn't it? Not getting that called just kind of pushed us a little bit more to work harder and to sacrifice more for the team.
all right.
Well, thanks so much, and
Okay.
best of luck next
Appreciate
week.
it.
in the
Thank you.
final.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Hey.